let's say what Papa or one of the black groups had decided to do was basically he would record a video and then he would rape women and then he would continue the recording as if nothing had happened. And like I said, he would go to interview people and and the black people were doing this, I believe. They would start filming. They would film and they'd be filming and then they would stop the film. And then they would go and rape everyone in the factory or every girl that they found. And then they would continue filming. As a little joke to me. Or something like that. Like I say, I found out what they were doing. They would start the interview, they would film, and then they would stop. At that point in time, they would then go and rape the two girls that they were talking to and every other girl in the factory. And then they would redress them, clean them up, and then continue filming. And you could actually see the change in the filming from before, and then as soon as the camera stopped, they would rape all the women, and then they would redress them, and then they would continue the film. Like I said, Papa or some black person thought it was a little joke to me. And then some other people thought it'd be a little joke to kill off everyone in the whole world, or the whole planet. Like I say, the other life forms, the 1.5s and the exoskeletons, I'm sure were not pleased or happy with what was happening. I know I wasn't. I was very upset by it. So were a lot of Irish and a lot of Germans, and a lot of English. And of course all the women that were being raped. They would force themselves on the women. Anyway, like I said, the male or the men of humanity acted so horribly that the women at some point in time just didn't want to have anything to do with them. Like I said, the black men and some other people thought that they were making a little joke to me. But what they were really doing was basically ostracizing or basically hurting so many women. It was a little joke to me because I was, I should be loved by all women or have any woman I wanted. And so they were laughing at me, basically, and raping every woman they came across. Or having sex with every woman they came across. So much so that all the women started to hate men. And it caused a division between the sexes. I don't know. Anyway, like I say, a few men's actions, I don't know, I had nothing to do with it. So, whatever. Anyway, I don't really get it personally. It's like, yeah, well, whatever. I guess they knew of me or they thought it'd be funny. Another person thought it'd be funny to kill off or to hurt any woman that ever looked at me or wanted to be with me. And like I said, and another man decided he wanted to rape every single queen that there was in the world. So, anyway, like I said, but then again, I had quite a few armies or militaries between the queens and basically whichever men wanted to rape them. So anyway, like I said, a lot of people died for no reason at all. Shrug. I don't really know. I think it's stupid personally. Whatever. I don't know. Why would Papa carpet bomb Germany or whole countries, hurting so many people? I don't know. Why would why would different JFK clones basically order their men to attack each other? Because they could. Because they could get away with it. I don't know. Who knows? Not exactly sure. I was weeding through it. Trying to figure it all out. Trying to clean it up. Laws and government and a few other things were the best thing I could do. Knowing what they were going to do. JFK was going to kill off the whole human race. Nixon. I'm pretty sure. Like I said, he truly thought he could do anything he wanted. And he was doing whatever he wanted. So much so that he decided to just kill everyone off. I'm pretty sure they were trying to kill off all the other life forms in the universe. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. We just caught America, or basically the Congress, whatever, trying to do space war. Or some life form out there did. So anyway, like I said, attacking the exoskeletons and the 1.5s would be downright stupid for the human race. Attacking a billion-year-old life form type that has been in existence for over 1 billion years before humanity ever existed. Suicide. But oh well. That's what they did. They're very much doing open warfare against the exoskeleton life forms, I believe. Anyway. I don't think the exoskeletons particularly cared. Like, I mean, have you ever seen a whole planet go to space and take flight and attack? And after they kill off your troops, they torture, and then they find out exactly where the troops came from. And then they find that planet. And then they go to that planet to kill that planet. Like I said, very much like ants behave. Except these are much, much bigger ants. About 3 foot tall or taller. Wicked fast. Wicked smart. And possessing spaceships and being in existence for about 1 billion years before humanity ever existed. Or endoskeletons ever existed. 1.5s too. Their civilization was at least 500 million years old. Or more. I believe probably before humans ever came along. Or what do you call humanity? So, like I say, 250,000 plants and worlds or more versus 3,000 humanoid plants. 14,000 1.5 planets versus 3,000 humanoid plants. And there are more life forms than that out there in the universe. I don't know. All because they knew me? I don't know. Shrug. Like I said, they did the same thing to Germany and Europe. That's why they were going after those buildings, because those buildings had records. Nixon and a few other people very much wanted to eliminate the records from history so they could say whatever they wanted. Kind of insane, actually. Anyway, and then they found out, of course, that the records weren't just kept on Earth. They're kept on other planets. And at the center of 250,000 exoskeleton planets, there was more records. And possibly even me. Being safeguarded by them. I'm not exactly sure. So anyway, like I say, I don't know. This is the gist or the general things of what they were up against. Like I said, meanwhile, they didn't tell the humans of Earth anything about this. They were trying to do this behind your back. They were trying to do this out there in the universe. Hey, whatever. I don't really know. My poor humans. All because Nixon or JFK wanted to lie about everything and wanted to be loved. He said he wanted everyone to think that he was this wonderful, great person that did space flight or did flight or something else like that. Like I said, no. Nixon and JFK had nothing to do with flight. He was a clone. Or Nixon had made sure he had been cloned right away. That's all he was. There's nothing more than that. And like I said, more likely he was more connected to gambling and basically horse betting than anything else. Like I said, you'd have to talk to the Irish. They found out quite a bit about JFK and Nixon. I said, there's more than one country, lots of countries out there. The reason why, and like I say, um, Jimmy Carter and John McCain, like I say, but the factories and the companies they were raiding were basically Asians. And then they would yank the stuff home to America and try just so they could have money or whatever. I don't really know. Like I said, I don't really care. It's all this craziness and all this stupidity. That was basically Nixon's lie or whatever. Nixon's thing. Like I say, that's... A lot of people said, what was the war about? We don't understand what the war is about. Well, like I said, that's what the war was about. It was about basically pretty much JFK wanted to look like a good person. He had lost the election 3 or 4 times. I don't think he ever won the election. The German who was running always won the election. He was a much more qualified and better person. JFK or Jimmy Carter, all of them said, why go to work? Why learn anything? Why even learn to read? Why not just spend all day at the beach fucking girls and taking steroids? That's all they did. Sold bad hot dogs from Germany. Hot dogs way past their expiration date. Used drugs, had sex with girls, to live and die on the beaches or whatever. Von Braun, John McCain. Oh. Carried guns around shooting people. Not good people at all. Not even a little bit. Kinds of people that would just shove a gun in your face and basically then rape you. Because they thought they could get away with it. Nope. I'm not sure exactly what I did with John McCain. I might have let him out of torture. Although maybe not. Like I said, his 7 wives hated him. Or at least 5 of them hated him, I'm pretty sure. They probably didn't even know that he was having sex with and probably had families with 7 women. I think he was forcing them to, I don't know. I don't know. He had sex with thousands of women. He had sex with so many women, we were actually tracking the crab infestations. Because like I said, we knew that they'd gone to an island and they'd picked up the venereal disease crabs, whatever it is. And a few other things. Their penis was leaking, apparently. Pus or whatever, because coming out of their penis. And they couldn't go to a doctor, or didn't want to go to a doctor, or didn't have time to go to a doctor. I don't really know. And so they were stopping at all these islands, all these places, raping women, having sex with all these women, and then the women would go see the doctor. And that's how we were tracking the White Star, the Pearl Harbor submarines. You know, that's how we knew where all the places they had been, because we knew the disease was on that boat, and they were sharing so many women on the boat because the women were handcuffed to the arm rails on the bed. One of them finally worked it free, and then clubbed someone on the head and ran out. Got onto shore, talked to a reporter, and had it posted in the newspaper or something like that. I don't really know. Later on, they were trying to kill her, or have her killed, or have her locked up or discredited or something like that. It kind of messed with their whole good Republican or whatever thing. But they had done far, far worse things in the past.